Hebrew is one of the most ancient languages in the history of mankind, being revived into its modern form. So what does it say about Hebrew names? People around the world, Jewish or of different faiths, have names that are either proper Hebrew or originate from Hebrew names. In this series of videos, we are going to explore these names from their biblical origins to how they are pronounced and used in modern Hebrew. How do I choose the names to explore? I don't. You do. Write me in the comments your name or a name that you really want to know more about, and I will add it to my next video. It is really windy out here, so let's go into my Hebrew workshop and dive into some fascinating Hebrew names. The name Noah in Hebrew is pronounced Noach. No-ach. To pronounce it like a native Hebrew speaker, we stress the second from last syllable. Noach. It's not Noach, stressing the last syllable. It is Noach, stressing the second from last syllable. Noach. Being referenced in both the Hebrew Bible, the New Testament, the Quran, and the Baha'i writings, Noah, or Noach in Hebrew, is famously known as the ark builder, preparing for the coming flood. What is the literal meaning of Noach in Hebrew? It is the masculine form of a person who is easygoing, laid back. It is also the masculine form of something that is comfortable and very easy to use. In this context, we add the letter Vav to the word that we do not see when we write the name Noach in Hebrew. So when someone is easygoing or laid back, or when something is very comfortable, we write it like this with a Vav in the middle. Noach. Let's see how it works in a sentence. He is very easygoing. Hu me'od noach. Hu, he, me'od, very, noach, easygoing. Hu me'od noach. He's a very easygoing person, masculine. This chair is uncomfortable. Hakiseh hazeh lo noach. This chair is not comfortable. Hakiseh, the chair. Hazeh, this. Lo, not, or un. Noach, comfortable. This chair is uncomfortable. Hakiseh hazeh lo noach. And if you find yourself in the IDF and you want to say the command at ease, you say amod noach. Amod is the command for stand, masculine. Noach is comfortable or ease. Amod noach, at ease. The names Elizabeth, Lisa, Beth, Betty, Betsy, Tina, Lisette, Isabel, and Isabella all originate from the name Elisheva. Elisheva. To pronounce the name like native Hebrew speakers, we stress the second from last syllable. Elisheva. It is not Elisheva. It is not Elisheva. It is not Elisheva. It is Elisheva. We stress the she syllable. Elisheva. Elisheva is referenced both in the Hebrew Bible and in the New Testament, but has no connection to the biblical figure of Jezebel or Izevel in Hebrew that has a very negative context. Let's break down the name Elisheva to see what is the literal meaning of the name. Eli is my God. The suffix e is many times used for my, like in achi, my brother, achoti, my sister, and Eli for my God, Elohim sheli, Eli in short. The second part of the name is Sheva. Sheva is the number 7, both in generic form and in feminine form. The number 7, Sheva, has great importance in the Jewish religion and culture, and not only. But a common theory argues that the name Elisheva does not come from the number 7, and that the second part of the name Elisheva, Sheva, comes from the word shvu'ah, shvu'ah, which is oath or pledge, or from the word sova, which is being full, sova. Because words in Hebrew are based on roots of usually 3 letters, we can see those 3 letters of shin, bet, ain in the words shvu'ah or sova as well, which may indicate that that is where the name comes from. The word Asher is formally pronounced in Hebrew Ashel, Ashel. Formally, we stress the last syllable in the word, Ashel, but very commonly, we stress the second to last syllable, Ashel. So whether you pronounce your name Ashel or Ashel, it is referenced in the Hebrew Bible as the 8th offspring of Yaakov, Jacob. It is also one of the 12 tribes of Israel, originally pronounced Asher, Shevet Asher, the tribe of Asher. It is argued that the name Asher or Ashel originates from the word Osher. Osher in Hebrew is happiness, and you can see that we have the same 3 root letters, Aleph, Shin, Resh. When we write in Hebrew Osher, happiness, with the nikud, the vowel system marked using dots and lines, we write it without the letter Vav. When we write it without the nikud, the dots and lines used to mark the vowel system, we write it with a Vav. So Osher, happiness in Hebrew, may be the origin of the word Asher. In modern Hebrew, Asher is the word for that. It is very commonly used in short as a prefix, she. Let's see how it works. If we want to say the man that was here, we say Ha'ish asher haya po. Asher, the man that was here. Ha'ish, the man, asher, that, haya, was, po, here. The man that was here. We can shorten it, making it more colloquial by saying Ha'ish shehaya po. Ha'ish shehaya po. The man that was here. That is the word Asher in modern Hebrew. The name Sarah in Hebrew is pronounced Sarah, Sarah. And just like with the name Asher, we formally stress the last syllable in the name Sarah, Sarah. But we very commonly also pronounce the second to last syllable. So your name can be Sarah or Sarah, depending on what syllable is stressed. Sarah or Sarah in Hebrew was Abraham's wife, and her name was originally Sarai. When Avram became Avraham, Sarai became Sarah. And in modern Hebrew, as we said, Sarah can be Sarah when we are talking about a female name. When we are talking about the literal meaning of Sarah, not Sarah, but Sarah, stressing the last syllable, Sarah is the feminine form of a minister, a secretary, a woman of status or importance. So if you want to say Madam Secretary or Madam Minister in modern Hebrew, you say Gvirti HaSarah. We have ha before Sarah for the prefix. Gvirti is Madam. Sarah is secretary or minister in feminine. Gvirti HaSarah. The name Sarah, or in Hebrew Sarah or Sarah, led to the birth of the name Sarit, stressing the last syllable, Sarit. This it suffix led to the birth of so many modern female names in Hebrew, like Orit, Dorit, Yafit, Vardit, Karmit, Avivit, Zehavit, and so many more. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is a very good time to do it. Click the bell if you want to get notified every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday, every Rishon in Hebrew. And if you enjoyed learning Hebrew with names, try learning Hebrew with songs. Click here to listen to some of the most beautiful songs in Hebrew in the form of fun lessons. Enjoy, Todah, and Shalom.